can't help falling in love with. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe OMI everything update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. Or not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say Harodashi. Harodashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. There is a lot to go over today, as there was yesterday and the day before. This is not going to be a 4-hour stream, so I will go on and I'll do talking for 30, 35 minutes, whatever, and then I'll answer everyone's questions and we'll go from there. Internally, influencers, I know that info to give out, probably super smart. Okay, I just dread. Fair point. Sorry, there's a lot of speculation on a lot of things, and we'll go through it all. First, let's take a look at OMI, shall we? OMI's down about 10% on the day. It's like, Chavez, I thought OMI was pumping. What's going on? Well, it's still up 76% for the week, like 100% for the month. But it's yeah, you can't have a meteoric rise and go up 100% in 2 days without going and having a little bit of consolidation, have a little bit of downturn, you have a little bit of sell-offs. Despite that, there's still $7 million in volume over the last 24 hours. People are 90% feeling good about the token. I'm gonna say most of this is on MEXC. Yeah, 3.7 million. So more than half of the volume that we have today is over from OKX. I think these numbers might get writ small if we get an American exchange. Right now, MEXC is going to be the, MEXC is not the next biggest one. It's Gate.io. Gate.io is 1.3 million. It's wild. There's 5 million between those two. $750,000 on MEXC. The reason why I thought MEXC was going to be number 2 is because outside of Coinbase Wallet, which uses an aggregator for OMI on Base and OMI on Ethereum via Uniswap, the only other way that Americans can really get it is MEXC. Now, MEXC does not host, you're not allowed to use the MEXC thing without the exchange, without being like Canadian. Like, it's not available to Americans. But what a lot of times Americans do is they use a VPN, say, oh, I'm in Canada, I'm in wherever. And then they're able to use it. Hold on, they did include someone in it, just not me. The revenue will generate its own. Where's this? Oh. Unsure how they do it. The primary. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Chad from NFT Pirates for interviewing Ben Rose this morning. That was really cool. Anyway, back to OMI real quick. OMI on Base, 388,000 in volume compared to OMI on ETH on Uniswap, 145,000 in volume. So even though you have a lot of OMI that's still over on Ethereum, that ERC20, a lot of the swaps, at least on Uniswap, are going to be on Base, partly because of the fees. The fees are much less over on Base as opposed to Ethereum. And we have some other stuff. We'll go over Crappy Bird and we'll go over this new thing called Moon in a bit. But I did want to go in and actually we'll do that right now. Crappy Bird, link down below for the contract address. They are sponsoring the channel this month, and we are going to do some giveaways later. It's just going to be a pop culture question. Whoever enters it, I'll be able to go and give away some Crappy Bird for that. And then we're not going to do a giveaway for Moon, but so there's this new project called Moon, and they are, I guess, sponsoring the channel for at least this month. And Moon is it's a project on Base, and they're called Moon Credit. So there's an infinite amount of things that are on Base. There's infinite amount of meme coins and meme. This is not a meme coin. The guy who is not yet publicly doxxed right now, I met him before. He's a writer, and he's like, what I want to do is I want to go in and write a story about a character named Rex Starwalker. Really cool name. And he said, I want to have him be into crypto, and I want to have the community kind of vote where it's going. I was like, okay, you're writing the story, but the community. All right. So then he says, well, I'll be making like the decisions, like he's going to buy this ship, right? But I'm going to have the community name the ship. I was like, okay, all right, that's interesting. And he already did that. I said, every time this guy buys something in the story that I'm writing, I'm gonna have him actually spend that money in real life. I'm like, all right, tell me more. And then he says, well, I made this token called Moon Credits. It's MOON. Again, contract address is in the description down below. And he says that he wants to have it where, and he's already done this. He started off like they have like 30%. This guy Rex Starwalker has 30% of the supply, but all of that's going to be spent on stuff in the story. So when he buys this ship, he burnt X amount of his moon credit tokens. I was like, oh, so when he spends something in the story, that gets burned. He's like, yes. I was like, oh, okay, that's a horse of a different color. And this project has like not even 1,000, not even 1,000 followers over on X. It's 938, and I thought that was super interesting. And again, one of the things, the characters Rex on the Moon, they had again, here's like the next part of the story. They're like, okay, this guy is writing in the story that he's going to be orbiting this moon for like treasure or whatever, and then he's asking the community, do I orbit high and fast or low and close and focused? And then you could do, all right, so that's really cool. And then anything he goes and spends money on, he actually burns it in real life, and you can see the burns over on if you go to their website, mooncredits.xyz, it's on their X. You can go in and you could see the burn wallet as well. Moon Credits, and down below you could go and see their total burn that they've done, and they've burnt right now 45 million moon. I was like, okay, that's really cool. So again, they do sponsor the channel. I do have a small bag. Will I go in and get more? Dude, I don't know. I really want to. And again, same thing with Crappy Bird. I do have that as well. But Crappy has like 2.7 million dollar market cap, and they have like 1,800 holders. This Moon Credit thing, which again is on it's on base, $1.63 million market cap, but only 207 holders. So it's like, okay, this is really interesting. Like I said, I might get a bag, I might not. I mean, I have a small bag already that I'm not going to sell any of it till at least $10 million market cap, maybe more. Which for this, again, it's only 1.63. Is this one of those things that there's another one on base that I just found out? I forget the name of it, but my boy got in at like $50,000 market cap. It's now like $180,000 market cap. That obviously going to 1.8 million, kind of where this is almost, that's already another 10x from there. And obviously that you have that shot. But again, a lot of things on base, a lot of things are, in general, crypto, there's a lot of scams, there's a lot of whatever. This, I do know the guy. It's a really cool story. It's a really cool project. I don't think anything like this is being done, but it doesn't matter if you have things that you're doing that nobody else has done before. It doesn't matter. I've seen amazing mangas. I've read amazing mangas. I've read amazing stories, and they never get picked up for animes. Or they do get picked up, but nobody watches them. It's like, dude, what is going on? I guess that's a good thing. There is a lot of really good content out there. Cream rises to the top. But some things you could do the right things, and it just doesn't catch on. Like I was a veterinary assistant back in the day, and something like you could do everything right in an emergency, and the patient still dies. Yet sometimes you could do stuff where sometimes you could do stuff where you do nothing right and then it still takes off. Like a CEO could be in jail and the token does like 3x. Like weirder stuff has happened. Anyway, more about that later. Going on to, let's take a look at the rest of crypto. It had a pretty good day. Ethereum's over at 4K, Bitcoin's back to 100K, XRP's up 8%, Cardano's up 5%. Let's take a look at Flow real quick. Flow is down 1.5% to $1.16. Again, you don't go from 48 cents to $1.25 without having a little bit of a pullback. Obviously, what's happening here. And then the Devi, I think, is the winner of today for my bags. Devi is up 19% to 46 cents. Again, this was at the low, it was like 14 cents, I think. So it's done like a bit of a tripling from there. That's over the last month. I do have high hopes for Devi. And then Definiti, let's see where they're at. And Definiti is about 5 cents, pretty meager today, 1.6%. And then the other thing that I have a decent amount of is Illuvium. Oh, $69. Everyone comment nice down below with the 69. Thought that was cool. Anyway, let's get to a bunch of the VeVe news here. There's a bit. Well, there's some other news as well. Spot crypto exchange volume hit $2.7 trillion in November, the highest price since May of 21. Trump names former PayPal COO David Sachs as White House AI and crypto czar. That is very, very good for crypto. That dude is incredibly intelligent. That dude is insanely smart, and he goes and he wants, limited government. He wants to bring back innovation, and the innovation is how you go in and stay ahead of other countries. That's how you stay number one. So I'll give you a real life example of this. There is there is a organization inside the military that their job was to, hey, we had like a battle here, we had whatever here, we had equipment that had to stay here. Okay, your job is to go in and excise that equipment and bring it back. Take that out because you don't want other countries, like, and again, like, not that you're going to have Afghanistan going in and they don't have great scientists, so you're not going to have them go in and reverse engineer it, but they could sell it to China, they could sell it to Russia, and their scientists are competent enough where they could reverse engineer that. And it's like, okay, this unit was responsible to prevent that from happening. But then it came to Washington where they said, like, listen, the country in America, like, we can out innovate faster than they can reverse engineer, and it's not worth the American lives to like slow them down to do that. So a couple of these things were dissolved because of that. So that's just going to show you guys that if you can out innovate everyone and you continue to do that, there's nobody that can catch you. So that's what I'm hoping David Sachs brings over to crypto in the US. That's why I really love VeVe more than any other product, because the amount of innovation and vertical integration that VeVe has, like, no other crypto or no other NFT company had, and that's why it's outlasted all the other companies. Well, that's part of the reason you did have an incredibly good CEO with David and Dan. They were very frugal with their money. They made that last. And then obviously now you have Ben that's doing a little spending, which you love. Again, he was on the NFT Pirates from Chad. NFT Pirates did a podcast with him, I think yesterday. He released it this morning. And then when he released that, a lot of people in the comments were just like, hey, Chad's back. This is great. He may or may not be part of the affiliate program. I'll go over that in a bit. But one of the pictures I got no, that's the wrong one. Shoot, I might not have taken a picture or a screenshot of any of this of Ben Rose on chat photos. Okay, here it is. People saying, great interview. Ben has kicked it up a notch, big time. Long may it last. Great interview. Duck and Cover saying, one thing the licensors will have to come to terms with in the future at some point is that they won't survive in the digital space, at least without some level of interoperability. If not full self-custody, I'll die on this hill, so I see it as an inevitability. Not to mention that a lot of premium IPs already have self-custody NFTs, just saying. This was a good discussion. I will put a little pushback on there, saying that, like, again, just because you have interoperability doesn't, like, again, look at Hero, look at Recur. Where are those companies now that had full interoperability? Like, that's not the end all be all. I will say that licensors should listen to their customers, and interoperability is a great option to have, and that'd be awesome, but I don't think that's the end all be all. But again, outside of that, just a lot of people saying this was a great discussion. As far as not inside info, as far as like alpha stuff that Ben had mentioned on here, it was just, hey, we're going to have a couple of cool things in 2025. Again, the affiliate marketing program will launch. He didn't really give a timeline on that, so it could be Q3. I think it, very conservatively, I'll say Q2. But it depends how they do it. They could have, like, hey, we want to have a bunch of these things fleshed out, and then we'll roll it out, or they start in Q1 and then continuously have, let's say, like, downloadable content, whatever. I don't know how many people they want to start with. Maybe it'll just be OGs. Maybe it'll just be people that are currently active. Again, we're not 100%. Well, it's not public. We're not 100% sure. That'd be awesome if Chad's really cool. He's just a cool dude. One of my favorite podcasts, like, was with him. it's like a 6-hour podcast. 3 hours was him, 3 hours was VeVe Magic. There was some overlap there. It was fun. He's somebody that you just gotta like. He's so chill. He would make like a good con man because you like have to like him. You like have to trust him. It's like, oh my god, this guy's awesome. I want to chill and have a beer with him. So he would be just a good person to get on there. A lot of people that I would really recommend for this, really, like they kind of already work for VeVe. Like you have my Collectibles, you have Foster that works for Ecomi. Old Rhubarb now works for VeVe. The ones that aren't, I don't know who's in it, who's not. Obviously, myself would be fun because get that bread. I think Crypto Rain and Dr. Stuff are probably two of the best ones that you could get, just because they're so smart. They're so in tune with the macro that you need people like that as well to not just judge, okay, what's going on in Web3, what's going on in NFTs and crypto, but what's the health of the market in general? Like how are these regulatory rollbacks going to how is that going to affect crypto from one to the other? Consequentially, say, okay, you do these rollbacks, more money gets spent in the market. That how much of that drips down into crypto? Again, they'll be much better at that type of thought experiment than I would, just because they're in that. They have a lot of knowledge in that space. Obviously, you're going to want people like, it's not just like affiliate program. When you think about it, like when Earth 2 rolled that out, it's not just for people that cover Earth 2. When they rolled it out, it's like, when you sign up, you get a code, and you could do that for anyone. So that incentivized people that knew nothing about metaverses, knew nothing about Earth 2, knew nothing about any of this. That incentivized them to make a video saying like, hey, they would do like a quick Google, they would watch one of my videos or Aria Realties, and they'd be like, okay, based on what these guys say, blah, 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 blah. By the way, here's my referral code. But it didn't matter because they had hundreds of thousands of subscribers, sometimes millions, and then people would go in and they would use that code. And then they would make money on it. So I'm hoping they do something like that with this, where anyone can go and make a video, because maybe if you have like, say, 10,000 followers and like 1% of your viewers goes in, okay, it's 100 people. And they all spending, like $20 and you get a certain percent of that. That's not a lot, but if you get every Yahoo with 10,000 followers, and then you have a couple people with millions of followers. Again, Andre Jick would probably be really well with this. I know a buddy of mine would do really well with this. You could get people that what do we have? 12,000 monthly active users on any given day. It's 1,000, 1,200, but 12,000 individual monthly active users, separate wallets. Dude, add a zero to that if depending on how they do it. By the end of this year, or by the end of next year, I should say. I'm thinking about 2025. And that's if they go and roll some of it out, in like Q2, which they're, again, if they hired multiple people about it, they're working on it. I don't know the relationship that Ben has with these people, whether he's cracking the whip or be like, oh no, work by your own pace. I imagine somewhere in between, but more leaning towards the crack the whip. Be like, hey, we're paying you. You got to justify your salary. You got to get this bread. So I'm really hoping that turns out to be Q1. We'll see. Speaking of Q1, Dr. Profit was on Spaces today. It was on O'Malley's Space. I was about to go over here as well. The wallet it sounds like it's going to be really cool. It seemed to be very bullish. Foster was on there. I don't know if Ben was on there. I think VeVe Comic was on there. I think anyone, like, there was a lot of people listening in. I listened in as often as I could. I was in and out of meetings. I couldn't really go listen to that whole thing, but someone was nice enough to write the notes for me. Let's take a look at what we have here. Somebody saying, hey, is self-custody mandatory? I don't want to remove it from the app, as I never plan to sell any of the OMI anyway, but I do have to keep earning the maximum MCP reward, so I guess they want 10 million in there. Foster goes and says, you will earn the same rewards by having it self-custodied as you would if it was in the VeVe app. Once the transition is complete, you will eventually stop earning rewards for holding it on VeVe, so you will want to self-custody it. Again, that will be over on the Stackr app, which would be great. There is a couple of comics are running, like Fantastic Four #1, that $35 hairs. Now I think that was as low as like 10 or 15, whatever. So that's run a little bit. UK restricts access to pump.fun. UK, dude. Europe is like a hot mess right now. That is not something. I mean, also, what with that? The French government collapsed. You could be in the UK. You could have a friend get assaulted by an immigrant. You post online that immigrant should go back to where they came from because they assaulted my friend, and you, for making that comment, will be put in jail for like years. Like that is bananas. Like UK is just, oh my god, horrible. Bitcoin. Who is this? Czech Republic has exempted Bitcoin held for more than 3 years from capital gains starting 2025. Czech Republic, gotta love them. Those people are pretty cool. Where was I here? There's me at a Christmas party like 10 years ago. Oh my god, I was lit. Sorry. The number of wallets cryptocurrency reached 400 million in 2024. Again, the number of wallets with crypto in it reached 400 million in 2024. That was awesome. Halloween stuff. Pudgy Penguins is coming out with a token called Pengu, PENGU. I will cover that as that becomes a thing. That's going to be wild. Ben Rose says, we love working with Dr. Profit and his awesome team. I say, oh, heck yeah. Obviously, Dr. Profit over on Stackr, so that's what he means by that. Figpin, shout out to them for sponsoring the channel and for being awesome. They had Supersonic returns for Figpin's Mystery Mini Sonic, the Hedgehog Series 2. All of the gold enamel pin to elevate any Sonic collection. Be one of 100 collectors to own this ultra rare pin. That's one of 100. That is super scarce. We have the KFC one. I think is one of 750. So and that sold out in like 2 days. So this one is going to be really cool. This one will be probably big on the secondary market. I can't think of a reason why this wouldn't sell out. I mean, it's Sonic. He's gold. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get one. There'll be some Figpin giveaways as well as the relationship between me and Figpin deepen. Mr. Ben Rose says, incredible attendance at this space. Shout out to Omili Tees for bringing the VeVe official, Ecomi, and Stackr world communities together, and Dr. Profit for the drive, openness, and communication. My lucky gold Rosso, the one of 88, or one of 80 technically, sold for $750 hairs. So what did I do with it? I checked one of the Marvel Mighties that I did not have yet, Mephisto, and there was a sub 100, like chilling, 10 gems above floor. So I bought it. And then there's another Marvel Mighty which I'm taking a look at. I'll show you. Black Panther, the Shuri Black Panther. Oh my god, I hate this freaking page not found. Okay, you know what? Every now and then I get texted random photo. Oh, it was my friend Rita, Tammy, and there's me, obviously. Rita Baby over on X, and Tammy Hannah. She was on the channel yesterday. I think that was Dog Boy that sent that to me. Oh shoot, hang on. Like it was something other than that part. So I'm promising you would want 100%. I want to meow meow in meow meow. And dust off the camera. The channel or following to do it. Yeah, yes, we'll go over later. Live now. Okay. Mark Quiz, ain't time to dust off the camera like I never left. Yeah, Mark, you got to go get that bread. All right, Shuri Black Panther. Okay, no, I don't want the notifications. Just showing you guys Shuri. Okay, I have to type in Black Panther. Black Panther, and then hopefully the Marvel Mighty show up early. They do not. It's all comics. All right, let me hit the collectibles here. Dude, this app is so slow. Okay. All right, Black Panther, Cherry Black Panther, 14 of them in the market. And the number 48 is like listed at like 85. It's listed on auction at $85. And that one bid is mine because like it's a sub 100 for $85. If you sort by the lowest price, like the floor is $85. The cheapest sub 100 is number 91 for 800. Ain't nobody paying that. Ain't nobody paying half that. But a sub 50 for floor, like I'm gonna get that unless like, and if somebody outbids, like I'll pay like 100 for it. I should pay like 120, but I mean like that to me is worth it. It should be worth like at least 170, at least double the floor. But it's a sub 50 too. It's not just a sub 100. The sub 50, so I'm gonna say at least 170. But if I can get it for 85, and again, I shouldn't have said anything because now the 186 of y'all know. That's likely, yeah. I'll still pay up to like 100 something, maybe like 124. But that's the value of what that is. I think is worth like 170 minimum. No T-Mobile. I do not want to have any of your stuff. All right. Anyway, outside of that, possibly do everything for you. No. Paul Villa over on VeVe Collectibles on the Facebook says a lot of other IP is coming to Stackr soon. Dr. Prophet says we'll be nicely surprised. I want to keep my reservations pretty low for this, just because, again, if anybody's ever seen, God, what the heck is the name of that show? Mad TV, their skit, lowered expectations. What does that mean? I mean, Batman and Superman would be dope. Spider-Man and Partner Statue would be even better. But let's say, you know, let's say we have a couple of the, I mean, obviously the decon stuff. Obviously, I'm going to say a lot of the smaller licensors, which can, but I'd say Ron English. That would probably be really cool to get him on there. I'm gonna be reserved about that until it happens, and that live. Well, I mean, it's in live beta. It's in live testing now. We have OMI to NF. We've had that for months, but it will fully roll out with other IP supposedly in Q1, supposedly in January. So we'll see. Supposedly we go and we get that soon. I don't want to use that word, but I think it would be a complete failure if we don't get it the full rollout until like Q2. Like if we get it in Q1, again, it should be in Q1. Adam Mack says, man, that Stackr space was bullish for OMI. Yeah, let's take a look at that real quick again. See if that's, yeah, it's that. Well, now it's on 13%. Well, no, all right. Well, now we're back up to the 0006s. We were at 0005. Yeah, again, literally just like a minute ago, it was like 5.3. But now we at 0006. And 6.9 million in volume. Everyone comment nice down below with 69. All right, going back to Burns here. You have people, I've gotten this multiple versions of this type of text messages. That is the thumbnail of this video, where comics, oh, you own X amount of editions. And what is that? There is straight, up fire right next to Foggy Nelson. Is that Karen Page? I'd be Karen Page. But then also Foggy Nelson. Straight up fire, straight up burn. Which ones are they going to do this with? I don't know. Was this just a testing thing? I don't know. But it seems to be clear. Like if Marvel has such a strong relationship with VeVe. Multiple reasons. They have an exclusive contract with VeVe, meaning that Marvel is not allowed to sell any other NFTs anywhere other than VeVe. They told VeVe, hey, you can have access to our comic book store. Every single new thing that happens. Speaking of which, it's on Emoji's channel yesterday. Not his channel, his X account for Spaces. And he had said, I'm just going over Aliens vs. Avengers #2. Did a small recap. Dude, that space was so chaotic. That space was so fun. I'll go back there in February for Aliens vs. Avengers #3. But so for Marvel, again, we talk about the new comics that have just come out. And when talking about the new comics that just come out, we don't know how much VeVe's making off that. Like we know, we can tell from the store, okay, they bought, okay, 300 editions, okay, at $11 a piece, okay, that's $3,300. But the digital version, that's always worth a couple dollars less, that is not an NFT, it's not a rare digital collectible, it's just a digital version that you can read, you can't sell it. We don't know how much they're making on that. It's possible that they have hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales. They could have seven figures in sales. Like, we have no idea. Marvel trusted them to do that. And it's not even called Marvel Comics, it's called VeVe Comics. Marvel, I would have expected something like VeVe Comics to release under the Marvel umbrella, but it's not. It's Marvel Comics is releasing their newer comics digitally under the VeVe umbrella, while calling it VeVe Comics is hecking bananas. Also, guys, it seems like there's knocking on my door or on windows the past couple of days, and there's never anyone there. I don't know if there's a ghost. I don't know if there's people that's doing like perimeter checks and be like, okay, let's check reaction times. Like, like if you're going to like a rob a place, you scout it out for a week, you call the cops and you say like, okay, let's check police response time. So that in case we get caught, whatever we know we have 7 minutes, or we know we have however many minutes. I feel like people are casing this place out. Anyway, I'm just me being a little paranoid. So you have, like I said, for the Marvel comics going under VeVe Comics, you have them not being able to sell any NFTs anywhere other than VeVe. And then you have them, the first time that VeVe tried Evolvables, they didn't do it with their own IP. They didn't do it with anything from Decon, doing it with Ron English. They did it with Marvel. Marvel was okay with being #1. So comic book burning, it would seem to make sense that, again, most of what we have on here for comic books is Marvel. Yeah, you have the Tarzan. Yeah, you have Disney stuff. Yeah, you have like the Ron English. Like you have more brands now, but and how is it going to be? Is it going to be like Evolvables, where you burn 10 commons or how many commons, and then you get a special one? I don't know how this happens. I don't know how this works, but I am very, very curious. Comment down below all your theories. Pulled away. Oh. So also find you a partner that looks at you the way that I look at Foster, because I love that man. Word on, nope, go over that. Send ETH. Send the thing with Ben. There was the takeaway. Oh, Perky the Rat. I don't know if y'all are on Reddit at all, but Perky the Rat, oh my God, the drama on r/rats. Disregard. Let's go to some other stuff here that I haven't talked about yesterday or a few days ago. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Jesus. There's Kirby. There's Paul Atkins, mentioned that. Sadie's lady, have I told you? Fanny deserving all the love. Please. I went over the Apple stuff with Wired. Oh, I feel like I went over a lot of this. Fanny did it. United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, bro, that was nuts. Millie says, I must confess. I still believe. Sorry, he says, I must confess, I bought 20 Punishers and not one special variant. Butters lied about the influencer allow list. Ben Rose having fun with that, so it's got to be fast. I wonder if we're getting Sonic, because like that's like Sonic's line, like, right? Gotta go fast. So he didn't say gotta go fast. I gotta go to be fast. All right, maybe it's not Sonic. It'd be so great if we had Sega though. Face people, nope, not doing that. Christmas, major exchange. Amazon has partnered with XRP, which is nuts. Definity's doing incredible stuff. So there seems to be, it was like 2 days ago, people said, hey, now you can use OMI, you can buy OMI with Apple Pay on Coinbase Wallet. Now it seems that only half the people can. I don't know if it was something that they took away from that. Pokemon. Okay, so Pokemon at people's locally, like grocery store, whatever, everything is sold out. That's another thing they talked about today between Ben and Chad from NFT Pirates, talking about Pokemon and the TCG Pocket. So Pokemon TCG Pocket, you can essentially play for free and you can open 2 free packs per day, and that's fun. You get starter decks for battling, and then as you get those cards, they go away, and you have to build it with your own cards. It's fine. I put like $100 into it. I think I put like an extra couple bucks every month. But they made $200 million in 1 month because of that. The amount of users is insane. The amount of activity they have is insane. And that was one of his questions, right? Like how do we go and do what Pokemon did? This new app, a month old, 10 million users, $200 million in revenue. And Ben says, like, well, Rome wasn't built in a day. You can't expect to do that overnight. Like, they're Pokemon. They're like the greatest company in the world. It's like you can't expect to do that overnight, but we can do some of the stuff that they've done, and we can go on and basically talking about marketing and how to bring eyes to the app. Again, I think we have 120,000 monthly active users before the end of next year. Just my opinion. And that's when the NFT market comes back and it goes nuts. You probably get that anyway. So you might even have 250,000 by the end of next year if both of those things happen synergistically, which would be bananas. A card. I would tap. What he be upset about that? I think I went over this already. Taps proposed to me. I said yes. Anyway, when the classifications, nope. Mr. MC1, there's something like this. Riolu. People buying OMI on base, wallet connected to Coinbase. Yeah, people be using Apple Pay all the time now. See what other stuff. Record month for Bitcoin. Went over that. Sorry, I'm not really prepared. I was just in and out of meetings all day. I didn't have a ton of. All right, I guess I go over Illuvium here real quick. Sam Withers, 100,000 followers over on X, saying, breaking updated news from Illuvium. Here's a recap of everything you might have missed from recent AMAs, podcasts, Discord discussions, and some hidden gems you probably don't know about. You're welcome to feel free to share with the community. Highlights: Overworld evolution. Overworld is shaping up to become a light MMO, finally. Players can take their rangers and friends from Sanctum Mesa with their alluvials and battle lore-integrated bosses called Leviathans. Think of it as a creature capture MMO, which is wild. So it's like kind of like Pokemon in that aspect. New cinematic. Cinematic has been created to showcase the future of the overworld, #soon. Collaboration with Step and Official. Something exciting is brewing with Step-In. No official announcement yet. Then you have Illuvitar's X Virtual G-Shock, an exclusive partnership with G-Shock just announced and happening on the 9th of December. Wave 3, Illuvitar partnerships. Expect another big partnership announcement in the next 4 months, November through March. Well, I guess December through March now. Token insight. High Framework holds approximately 8% of all Illuvium tokens and appears to be in it for the long term, likely to not sell anytime soon. Then you have Kieran's commitment. Kieran has an incredible 99.5% of his net worth invested in Illuvium. So if Illuvium goes down, well, rip. Then dynamic boss fights. A potential collaboration with Virtuals.io could introduce unscripted, randomized Leviathan battles. This would ensure that no boss fight feels predictable or pre-planned. Stay tuned for more updates. I guess I'll talk about the Hawk Truth. That girl who did the Hawk Tua. First off, I like this job. I'm going into this biased because, one, I like her. I like her personality. I like that she took her newfound fame and put a ton of it into animal charities. So I like that about her. Before I go into this, she appears. Well, I'll just say what happened, then I'll say my interpretation. It looks like it looked like a rug pull. Like, created a token, it went to the moon, people bought, dumped on everyone. I feel like Halo. I forget who the 26 White Sox, whatever team the White Sox had, where it was confirmed that the World Series was fixed in like 1924, 1926, whatever. Because all of the people, except for one, there was one person on that White Sox team. It's kind of too simple of a man to really know that he was doing. He took payment to essentially throw the game, throw the World Series, and yet he batted like 300 He had like multiple home runs. He had multiple RBIs. So it's like, you were paid to like throw this game, but you were playing like you were the best around. That was one of the best performances in like a World Series, at least at that time. He basically was given money. The rest of the team threw it. They threw the World Series. But he still got fined or locked up or whatever because he accepted the money, even though I don't think he did anything wrong. And most people don't think he did anything wrong. To me, it sounds like this, like Haley Welch, the Hawktua girl, seemed to have been surrounded by some very bad people. And kind of because she's new in crypto, doesn't really know how it works, had this money from the Hawktua coin, and then it like got pumped and dumped. There's people saying like, oh, it got sniped up there, and then CoffeeZilla came in, and so I've seen a couple of CoffeeZilla parts of a couple of different his videos, and he does seem like he's pretty fair with people. Be like, hey, this is what I'm doing. Here's how I interpret it. Here's all the ways that we're going on. But again, that's YouTube videos. When he was in Spaces the other day talking about like Hawktua and Haley Welch, he was going off. I don't know if he was on something. I don't know if he was personally victimized by like Regina George over there. And he was just like, no, like he was asking like 6 questions in a row, like screaming it, not giving anyone the chance to answer. Again, I feel like the videos or these parts of the videos I've seen, he's always very fair, but he was big mad about something. And again, I think a lot of this is incorrectly directed at Haley Welch. I feel like it should really be the team around her. But let me go over that. I don't have any Hawktua. This is just a big story. I feel like I go over it. And it's on Solana, so it's Hawk. It started. Let's see where it all started and came from. As you can tell, that big green spike just went absolutely bananas out of nowhere, and then it got. Let's see if I go by the hour. You could have actually made money with this. Like it's not at the bottom. It was down to like. I think it's only like a 30% up since the bottom. It does seem like there are a good amount of people that are just like, Moonbag, I'll buy here. I like Haley Welch. So I don't have any of these. I don't know where they go. Again, it's already a $26 million market cap. Could it go higher? Sure. I don't know. I want to choose to believe, but I just figured I'd cover that because that was a big story. Anyway, let's do other stuff. There's Hawk Truth, urinals. Oh, nope, can't go with that. Oh no, I think that's fine. First Starlink satellite direct cell phone constellation is now complete. This will enable unmodified cell phones to have internet connectivity in remote areas. Bandwidth per beam is only 10 megabytes, but future constellations will be much more capable. Love that. Bill Gardner going over Essence, saying, hello, beautiful green candles. Essence has done monstrously in the last couple of days. Let's take. I don't know how it's done today, so this could be fake news. It's up again today. Sheesh. 7 days ago, or less than 7 days ago, this thing bottomed out at 5.2. It was actually lower than that at one point. I distinctly remember this being below. Oh yeah, this was 3.9 cents, or even like lower than that at one point. It is now 7.7 cents. We got a super chat. Cool Mo saying, just bought OMI with my Coinbase wallet. It works via Apple Pay. Obviously, it works on Coinbase wallet, but did you do it via Apple Pay? If so, heckin' awesome. Oh, because of how I looked at Foster. Oh, ha 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 ha. Okay. Oh, Stephen Duarte, my man, saying, I'm not going to make it to level 100 before the end of the year. However, I did manage to hit level 95. Now let's see those collectibles soar in price. That Stephen Duarte dude is awesome. And Ben Rose says, huge congrats, step by step. No, he's not talking about the show. He's talking about I don't even know what that is. Anyway, I thought that was cool. Let's see what we got here. Be reacted, won't get what? No. Just disbanded. So yeah, Essence. I still have a bag of that. I don't know. I'll have I'll sell part of that when it gets to a certain market cap, but it's super, super low even at 7.7. Even though it's doubled, I think it's still super low. I might get more actually soon. Depends on what Flow does, depends on what Illuvium does, depends on what OMI. I mean, if OMI does like a 20x and Essence and Definity haven't moved, even a 10x, I'll take some out of OMI and put it in those, because those have a ton of room to run. And price, yeah, Mudo. Shout out to Mudo. They have my DNA. I'm going to go in and I'll share. They're going to come back on the podcast on the 14th. I was going to do it the 13th, but I do not like Friday the 13th. I don't tend to not do anything on those days. My plan is to sit inside all day on Friday the 13th and watch the new Lord of the Rings anime. That is what's going to be. That's what I'm going to do there. Anyway, they'll be coming back on the 14th. We'll hopefully be able to go over my DNA test, my epigenetic stuff. Anyway, they say the first 4 stages of our pre-sale have been filled. A huge thank you to everyone who participated. We've now opened up our final stage. An additional 350,000 doll hairs is now available at a price of 0.005065 against the same vesting schedule as stage 1, 2, 3, 4. 8% of TGE, remaining 92% over 12 months, released monthly. You can buy at app.mudohub.com. And if you use the special promo code Chavez, I would be very grateful. Anyway, VeVe Viral goes over yesterday, and he says the OMI token is now up 55% on the month. I think it's even higher now. Welcome to the bull market, my dear homie. You're just in time for alt season. Things could look forward, which could help the token. ETH pumping, which again, we're 4K today. To keep in mind, ETH does its absolute best on Q1 of the year after the halving. More people learning about one-click buy on Coinbase Wallet, than the new Stackr World features that are incoming, and the VeVeverse utilities that are incoming. The end of the Ben Gadenzi trial. New pro-crypto SEC chair establishing regulation clarity, which helped lead Ecomi to more burns and USA exchanges. I feel like I like the way VeVe Viral thinks. Energy Tour says, you want to know why I always say MCP is king? Look at the future. For Ezio, you need to be at least rank gold 4 and have 1,000 MCP points. The burn Ezio Auditore dei Ferenzi, the common, which I thought was cool. Foster Hill says, when users began to earn bronze tickets in season 1 of OMI rewards, there wasn't an immediate use case. Fast forward to today, some drops on VeVe Official not only require MCP points to participate, but they are also MCP rank restricted, meaning users must be a certain rank to be eligible to participate. Using bronze tickets, users can redeem and boost their MCP and rank in order to be eligible for a drop. Users can earn bronze tickets for free via OMI seasonal rewards for having higher OMI on base in their Stackr World wallet. For users who have participated in seasonal rewards since the beginning, they will have up to 1,050 tickets to contribute towards their MCP rank and to be eligible for these drops. Moving forward, it is intended that users will be able to purchase bronze tickets directly with OMI, allowing for anyone who wants the chance to boost their rank and participate in drops like these. Utility is an iterative process, and we will continue to work hard to build out utilities and features that benefit users in the ecosystem, even if the benefit isn't immediately apparent initially. Not doing that. Did it work? Not doing that. Mr. MC1 says, a beautiful site when I check Seeking Alpha in the morning. Ecomi is on the list as a top % gainer. Gotta love that. I can't go over that. Wait, hold on. Can I do this? Collectible asset. No, I don't think I will. All right, guys. So I get asked probably once a week to go over Pi. I think the link to that is still down below if you want to be in my network. But guys, be advised, the Pi network, in order to get like you get the stuff that you mine. I guess I mine like 0.09 Pi an hour or whatever. Now it says there are 309 people in my group. Only 30 people are active mining. You get a piece of it all when people use your referral code, right? But you don't get that until people in your network KYC. And like I've KYC'd, That's fine. I have potentially 51,000 pi waiting for me, but that's if everybody KYCs, and I've had like a fraction of I've had like 5% of these people KYC. If I can't get people in my network to KYC, guys, it's very, very. I think it's gonna be very, very hard for you to unlock a decent amount of your pie, because again, if people aren't going to KYC, I don't know why. Either it's too complicated for them, or they're like too busy. They don't have enough money to make it worth it. I don't know. But either way, that would likely make me hundreds of thousands of dollars if everybody were to KYC on that. But they're just not. I don't know how to get them to do that. Like I hold them at gunpoint. But all right, you're gonna upload your ID, mother flapper. Like it's just I don't know how to do it. It's the most fishmas time of the year. So Brockman Blockchain goes over and says only 5 more days, I think 3 more days now, until Fishmas begins. I hope that you've been good this year, kicking off December 10th. Free VeVe official collectibles just for playing. New ones, maybe an MC clause. Who knows? I'm wild. Oh my God, I've been talking for 51 minutes here. I'm so sorry. All right, let's get this read. JKRB says VeVe Comic Burns coming soon. Who said that? Well, I mean, just look at the picture. You know, with like, there's no reason to have a flame on there, like a burn thing on there, unless that was happening. But thank you for being a member. Chago Solo says, "Let's go." Bill Garner's the third. Bill Garner, you sexy duck over there. Jason Pena, thank you for being a member. Saying Bitcoin do be ranging around 100 though. 100, yeah, 100%. Around 100. Oh my God. So Tiffany Fong, that has 310,000 followers over on X, saying a gift for you, Sydney Sweeney fart. And then Doge Army General Tesla Bull says, I'm fairly confident Randy Chavez would buy this variety. Why you gotta do me like that, bro? That is hysterical. I don't want to do that. Get rid of that. Okay. Chase Blanchard says, woohoo, Randy. The cat in the house. So I'm figuring out how to try to get more people involved in the Decat comic. I'm writing it, but I mean, like, if anyone wants to be a character or like reference a business, they could pay us. We'll put you in the comic. Actually, let me go in and I'll mention this over to the team right now. I'll be like, meow, 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 meow. Okay. Idea. What if we tell people they can be in the comic for X amount of dollars, and then half of that goes to paying the artist, and the other half hopefully split between others. All right, it says Omi Doobie mooning though. Yo, bro. Yeah, let's see where we're at now. Well, we're down 13%, but we are at 0006. Nice to be out of there, as again we had that big dip today. So what I really didn't like you see this, it had like the triple top. If we go over the last 7 days, you might actually be able to say you can't see it. But even more towards the left of that, there was like another one. So it was like a quadruple top. So I did expect it to go in the 5s. But again, at 5.3, that seemed to be the bottom, and let's see where we go. How long do you think OMI will pump for? It depends. It could be, it could be short-lived, and maybe we go down from here and we go right back down. I don't think so. This does seem to be different. I mean, the Stackr space seemed pretty bullish today. So when I go over and talk about OMI, and like, again, I don't see any major announcements. It's the holiday. It's the holiday season. I freaking hate Christmas music. All right, I'll tell you guys why I hate Christmas music. In 2010, I was working 2 jobs. One at a place called Newbridge Farms. It used to be Trun's back in the day, and then it became Newbridge Farms. It's a grocery store. And then another place called Levittown Animal Hospital. And I was working at so I was working like 80 hours a week here. I had 2 full-time, actually, yeah, it was 2 full-time jobs. Um, and each of those places played KJoy 98.3, which is like okay for like a family event, you know, because they don't play like they had a commercial like if an 8-year-old can't listen to it, it won't be on KJoy. Like you're proud of that? Like anyway. Um, so in the month of December, all I did was play Christmas music. And I was working 80 hours a week, 40 hours at both of these places. So I heard nothing but Christmas music for 80 hours a week for a month. When I tell you that was one of the closest times where I wanted to unalive myself, that was one of the closest times I ever got to just ending it all. I just I don't like holidays in general. Anyway, I don't think there's going to be a big announcement or any announcement really before the end of the year, just because it's Christmas time. It's the holidays, you know, whatever. And people are just going to be not working. They'll be taking holiday. They'll be going and doing whatever. They'll be doing family stuff, which I get. So I think for a lot of companies, it is harder to go in and get stuff done around the holidays because that, especially for a smaller company like VeVe and Ecomi, where they don't have really a ton of employees. Like it's not like they can say, okay, we'll split it. We'll have like, you know, 500 people take off the week of Christmas, have 500 people take off the week of, you know, New Year's, and then, you know, go back and forth. You know, they're a small company. They don't have that many people. So more work might just stop. So I don't really see a big announcement for that. However, you have, if we go in talking about crypto here in general, not just crypto on, my God, sorry. We saw a move down on Bitcoin yesterday. I had mentioned before that the first week of December is usually not good for crypto. And we didn't see that, right? You know, Bitcoin went up to like 104. But it did go down. What did Bitcoin go down to yesterday? Let's take a look, see. So Bitcoin, 7-day period. What are we on, the 6th here? So the 5th. It went back down to 96. Maybe it went down lower than that. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was like the December low. And then after that, you usually have a Santa rally, kind of mid-December, you know, all the way through mid-January. You know, we've chopped now in between 95 and 99. We're 100K right now. But once you break up from the 103, 104 level, there's a lot of room for upside. And again, average Bitcoin return in December is insanely positive, again, because of that Santa rally, usually like 30%. So I feel like that does get really bullish unless maybe that's not over. Maybe we go way down and we go back down to like 90K, whatever. I would say next week, again, mid December. So give it like a week to 10 days to kind of confirm it and tell. And if that happens and we get the Santa rally, I don't know what happens to OMI with that, because it's never really moved with Bitcoin before. But as it gets bigger and you get more eyes on it, it might. So we'll see. And then again, once you have announcements, like actual utility for OMI, Stackr rolling out fully, other stuff that's happening, VeVe rollout, you know, it could be hit with like a double, triple, quadruple whammy, and we can go nuts. So we'll see. Alpha says, what's your price prediction for next year heading into 2025? Heading into it, I mean, this could keep up and we can get, you know, 001s again. When we roll stuff out, and again, like there's no exchanges yet. I mean, there are, but you know, we've had a couple this year, had a couple Renegade list. It depends on what they do for exchanges. I mean, again, I don't know how high of a priority list it is, and where they say, okay, we want to do exchanges, but we need to do this first. That might be Stackr. Who knows? I'm very curious, like once Stackr's fully rolled out, let's say it happens January, right? If there are no new exchanges by the end of Q1, what the fuck? So that's something that we're going to have to keep an eye on. You know, what happened to the 5.5 billion OMI that was supposed to be burned from the reserve wallet? What happened to the million gems that were supposed to be donated to the gem OMI to gem liquidity pool? Ever since the OMI gem liquidity pool is gone, like if you could just take those gems, those that $1 million, and just pay for exchanges, that'd be great. So if they go and do exchanges, are they going to go from the bottom up? Or are they going to go from the top down? There's advantages to both. I don't know how they do that. And guys, I've gone over this multiple times. I would not expect a Binance like ever. Like all it, I don't have it with me, but there have been multiple projects that have literally died because Binance. I will ask Ben about that when he gets back on the podcast. Multiple projects that have died because Binance wants like 10 or 15% of the supply. Like as like Binance, are you fucking kidding me? Like that's more than in the entire Ecomi business development wallet. So I would not recommend that at all. If you go for big guns, anything that America can use, could be crypto.com, it could be, was it KuCoin, Crackable, whatever that is. Coinbase would be great. I really not expecting that right away. But I would say exchanges, once you get that, you might be in for a whole new ball game. And depending if the NFT narrative runs or not, it seems like it's close. If that happens in Q1, Q2, we could be at half a penny. We could be at even all-time highs. If that doesn't happen until after Bitcoin blow off top, and then dude, Bitcoin blow off top, that could be $500,000. I mean, and again, that's not me saying that. That is Charles Hoskinson, that never gave a Bitcoin prediction until last week, saying Bitcoin in the next 2 years could be $250,000 to $500,000. And shit, hang on. Sorry, I will. SEC named a few tokens as securities: Solana, Cardano, Polygon. What the fudge is going on? This is coming from Whale Fud. Now, Whale Fud has 430,000 followers. They didn't have a source on here. Are they fucking like? This is why nobody respects the SEC. This is why Gary Gensler is a clown, and like people talking about. Listen, I understand, like that dude that was the CEO of like United Healthcare. I will never condone that type of violence because I don't think this dude needed to die. Like I don't think that was the right move at all. When I first I was like, oh damn, that, like my first thought when that happened was like, oh man, I wonder if that's going to affect the market. Like I'm a little ashamed to say like, oh, somebody died, how's that going to affect my bets? A little ashamed to say that was my first thought. But when I looked into it and said like, oh, okay, this company is horrendous at approving people's claims. Like people that have like lost a lot, and they're just like, no, we're gonna ignore this claim, we're gonna deny it, and we're gonna pay ourselves fat bonuses. So again, I'll never condone this type of violence on, at least on this type of scenario. But how do these people, like people know who you are, people know your schedules. How do you expect you can do this type of thing and not expect any blowback? How does the SEC and Gary Gensler think that this is okay? There's 400 million wallets right now. I don't know. I did like what 40, 50 million Americans have wallets. Like, how are they expecting to do this without having any type of blowback, like what happened with United Healthcare? This is, oh my God, tying up in years of. Now, obviously, when the new SEC gets in, they could go and be like, okay, this is dumb, this is frivolous, we're not doing that. You have an overhaul of that. This is just insane. Anyway, the haven't been on much. Oh no, puppy. 5 days. Oh my God. Ours I don't really like. Leave or make sure it's good. If I might not work, but definitely want to meet. Okay. Okay. I'm praying for your pupper. We can talk as it gets closer. I might be going to Arizona soon. I don't know. Well, not to live, just to not to live, just to visit. So if you're in the Arizona, go get that bread. VeVe Digital Collectibles, giving the round of applause to Stephen Duarte. And we'll be back down to 5.8. Okay. So, I mean, if you have, so Charles Hoskinson saying between $250,000, $500,000 for Bitcoin in the next couple of years, in the next 2 years, if we have that blow up top again, like mid next year, late next year, whatever, and OMI doesn't have its run, the NFT doesn't have its run, Metaverse doesn't have its run until after that, you could get OMI at like 20 cents. Now, are the odds of that good? I would say no. But are the odds good that they hit 3 to 5 cents? I would say yes. I'd say there's a much greater than 50% chance that happens. And again, the odds I think get lower, but are still possible as that goes up. Odds I think we hit all-time high. I think are like 80%, 85%. What I think the odds are on what we hit 3 to 5, again, I think greater than 50%. So 10%, or I'm sorry, 10 cents. I would probably have most of my OMI sold by that time. But if you go and you say like, okay, well, maybe there's a 30% chance that we hit 10 cents. I'd still like to have a moon bag for that. And then what if we hit 20 cents? Maybe like a 5 to 10% chance, 30 cents. Okay, what about like a 3% chance? What about 50 cents? Or less than a 1% chance? So each of these things are possible, but it does get a lot harder to hit the higher you go up. But dude, people don't give a fudge about market cap. They should, but they don't. So I don't know. You could have the end. You could have it 1 to 30 cents, super broad spectrum. I don't know. This is hard to predict. It's just so open ended. We have no idea what can happen. And Cards Will Go says we are definitely getting a crypto Christmas this year. My OMI plankton self will be happy. I would be happy too. If we get a nice sound. Doge Nation says, who farted? What's up, Doge Nation? Johnny Dunn says, what up, Randy? Johnny Dunn, my man. My bae. I love you, bro. My neck, my back, my grip. Dude, I legit had what's it called? I know. I woke up the other day and I was like sick. My throat was hurting. It's like, oh no. I went back to bed. And then I woke up, I slept the wrong way, and my neck was hecked. I had to be like Bigfoot, like, yes, sir. I couldn't turn my head. I can now, mostly. But I had to be like, yes, sir. It was wild. It was insane. Mathmer says, glad to be here tonight. What you up to, Mr. Dunn? Meow. Ahmed Chatter says, oh, me to the moon. Oh, me, the easy 10. Dude, I would love to eat my words. And we get up to like 5 cents in Q2. Like, yo, we're going to $1. And then we just go to like 30 cents. But comeback run. Okay. Only player one says Rendecito. What up, comeback? We need Omi to 100x. I believe it can. Remember that episode of Rugrats where Mr. Bubble is talking to Angelica Pickles, and he's like, "Oh, I've seen great improvement from you," or something like that. It's like, "Oh, yes, Mr. Bubble, I believe we can." Matthew Ursel says, "Cavell." Yeah. There's another universe that we could like look into where that would be the funniest thing. Like, if we can get this Cavell from this universe to be community manager for VeVe in another universe, and we could look at it, I would pay to see that happen. Like, what does he do? He's very good at Twitter. He's very good at people to like watch his stuff and get interaction. I would love. It's like, okay, there's like, I'm libertarian, and a lot of people are like, oh, well, you just want like anarchy. And I was like, I would love to see that experiment happen. The closest I ever got to was like Porcupine Freedom Festival, where there's no rules, there's no laws, everyone's open carrying, there's a lot of drugs, there's a lot of everything, but there's never any bad incidents that happened there. Everyone was so cool and chill with each other. And like, I would love to see that experiment, not just on a camping ground vacation spot. I would love to see that experiment be carried out in the world on like an island. Put a bunch of anarchists on the island and see what happens. give Cavell that community amount, and then just I would love to see that experiment. Atheos was laughing. Mo Collection says, "Yo, meow meow meow, meow meow Randy." Dogboy is Friday concert night, about to bang on the drums after a Randy fix. Dogboy is very musically talented, and Rita as well. Rita says, Randy needs to join sometime for concert night. When will you visit again? Well, probably next Thanksgiving. But you know, maybe again after that. Well, it depends. Y'all making those mushrooms? Y'all making those that tray of mushrooms that I could eat a baker's dozen of? It's bunch of lowered expectations. You know it, my man. Ray Giles says you can already buy and sell Batman and Superman on Stackr. Wait, can you? I've never tried. All right. Well, disregard. I'm an idiot. What is the OMI NFT? You know we already have it, right? Like I don't know if you've ever used it or not. Thank you for being a member. Miles John says OG OMI Ecomi from the beginning. Looking forward to more people in the crypto space joining. Collectors. Same here. He says I ride the New York subway every day. You get attacked. Sorry, you are on your own. When I was making videos or live streams for the New York Comic Con, when the sun goes down, stay above ground because they can get a little dicey at night. Alex Johnson says, Pokemon, gotta catch them. Oh my God, dude. If we get Pokemon, OMI to 10 cents easily. This idea has actually been brought up before. Kind of one of our intents is basically have people pay to be in the comic. Thought it wasn't discussed, so people would. It might not be a bad thing to start charging viewers to be in the comic. Let's do it. Dang it. I feel like what was that song with what's it called? Good Charlotte. Let's do it. Oh no, it's Let's Go. Oh yeah, boys. Girls don't like boys. Girls like cars and money. Dude, if VeVe ever gets Pokemon, OMI goes up. One, it like double triples overnight. If we get Pokemon 10 cents, my idea for 10 cents, that goes to like a 50% chance that we get 10 cents if we get Pokemon. Oh my God. If we like Nintendo at large, I know Marvel has an insane list of characters, an insane list of people. Pokemon and Nintendo have so much more, and they're popular, and everyone will want all of them. Dude, if we ever get Pokemon or Nintendo or any, dude, 24-hour stream from me, maybe even 69 hours again, maybe 100. I don't know, but we go to the moon. You'll probably see OMI like quadruple on my stream like that day when that happens. Bruh. Mass murders and 69. Nice. Big Bad says, Debbie, pumping Bitcoin over 100K. It's still early, relax. We have another 6 months of, dude, we have a ton of months of green going on. A ton. Was this poor innocent Hawk to a girl, had no clue her coin was pumped. Again, I think that token can be saved. Kumo says, I bought OMI with my Coinbase wallet. Works. Very nice. How much? O'Milly Tees. What's up, everyone? Yo, what up, O'Milly? How's it going, fam? Good spaces before. Meow, meow, meow. Green Ben says, retail will not be interested in meme coins. They what more fool me once. This time, you better have substance, dude. I have experienced the opposite, where I know, granted, there's a very small pool of people that I know that are in that are not in crypto. Well, they kind of are. They're not interested. They don't do any research. All they have is meme coins. It's like, yo, well, I mean, no, it's like some have like XRP, some have like Cardano, but the small amount, it's like it's in Doge, it's in Sheeb, it's in like it's the top meme coins in the top 100. They're not going to be in like Ducat. They're not going to be in like crappy unless I tell them to, which but that's just from what I've seen so far. Now maybe retail actual investors, they won't go into meme coins because they're not safe usually. And again, like Crappy Bird has that utility. The cat has that utility. So I feel like you need to have some type of utility now, even if you are a meme coin, to separate yourself. Thank you, meow meow meow. Yeah, new sponsor, baby. Oh my God. 3, you can do it with 2 if you know how to drive. I mean, supposed to have 1 in the 10K, 1 in the cab, 1 in the 60K, and 1 spotter. But so 3 by regulation. Why am I still answering these for the freaking military? This is all right. Anyway, Pound of Empire says step-by-step reference. Oh, New Kids on the Block. I never really got into them. It just seemed like, eh. Lifelong Learner says, cool Mo, you bought OMI direct without swapping ETH. I think you can do it. Yeah, went through on Coinbase. However, bought direct, no swapping. Yo, Lifelong Learners, thank you. Please explain how you did that. Cool Mo, wow. Please explain how you did that. I already had a bag on base. Clicked on buy OMI. Payment went through my Coinbase with connected debit card. $7 gas fee. Did you do it? Oh, okay. You said it on base. All right. Sweet. Memecoin Mafia out of Dubai. That play will not work in a bull market. People are getting wise. Yeah, I mean, people are definitely getting smarter, but that's the people that have been here for a while. You potentially have people that have not been for a while that are newbies that'll get sucked in by that. Hope they don't, but yeah. So there's a. Yeah, I really want to get. Who the heck is this guy? Sorry, I want to check something real quick. Oh, what? 74 million? Fudge out of here. Hold on 1 second. I got to check something here real quick. 74 million. Oh, damn, that's a lot. That is a lot. Sure, this is 74 million. Oh, this dude has such a big. Jesus. Okay. All right. I have to. Somebody just sold a little bit ago, like 3 hours ago, $513, 300K moon tokens, and they have 74 million. So that's a lot. That is a lot. I know it's 0017. So hold on. 0. So they have 125,000 worth. Damn, that is a lot. Lifelong Learner says, cool Mo, thank you. I have all that set up also. We'll try it. Monto says, shout out to Moon Credits. Really awesome story in progress. Dude, okay, so thanks for being on here. The Moon tokens I really, really like as far as their, what's that called? Oh, is that the, oh, okay. I think I might have actually, that might have been the marketing wallet. Okay, I see that. I see that now. So that's the marketing wallet, I think. If we go to the marketing had 80 million tokens and they have 74. So yeah, that was the marketing wallet that did that. So they don't, that's not a person. So between the dev, yeah, dude, a lot of this is all right. So I'm super bullish again. Should I get more? should I go in and get more? I think I should. I'll see about it. I already have like $500 worth. Fudge, man. Should I get more? I have 412,000 moon credits. Give me 1 second. 412, 123 times 0.001. Yeah, 400. I don't have. Oh yeah, 400. Okay, 017. Actually, I have like $700 worth. Should I get more? Let me know, guys. Pink Panther says meme coins might be outlawed in the Trump administration. No, there's no way. Only project with substance Dogecoin will be listed on. With substance Dogecoin will not be on the chopping block. There's no way. Elon Musk has a ton of Dogecoin. Trump is not going to put Doge on the chopping block when he's such good friends with Elon. There's no way. Let's see what we got here. Bill Gardner says, I'm so late. You are, Bill Gardner. You are. Kumo says, Mbaku, thank you so much for being a member. Pink Panther says, your project should have substance. The government should shut down meme coins only. You want that free market, though. You don't want... now, obviously, there's something that the government should shut down and be in charge of. But you don't want the government to have control of that. Because maybe they have your interests at heart now. but the government is ever changing, and you could have people that will abuse that power. I do not trust the government for anything. I don't want to give them that power. Alex Johnson says, when we get into some more Star Wars on VeVe, the only IP I on there I need. I don't know. I mean, we don't have Yoda. We don't have Kylo Ren. We don't have. I mean, we don't have. Well, we have Boba Fett. We don't have Jango Fett. We don't have Fives. We don't have. I mean, we have Stormtroopers, but we don't have like the individual ones. Yeah, I want. There's a lot of things on there that I want. We have Jabba. Do we have Jabba the Hutt? I think we have Jabba the Hutt. I'm like almost positive we have Jabba the Hutt. Got to go to collectibles. Do I have to really put in like Star Wars? Oh, that's so stupid. I can't type in Hut and then have it not. Bro, I'm on collectibles. Why is it giving me? Oh, those are posters. Okay. And remember that from episode 1, The Phantom Menace. All right, maybe I'm tripping. We have a lot of Star Wars stuff on here. I could have sworn we had Jabba the Hutt. Oh yeah, we do. There might still be almost 3,200 left in the store. And what is his lowest listing? $45. Okay, all right. I've been holding OMI from the beginning, locked it up, and waiting for the day. Holding OMI, good man. Lifelong learners, cool mode. Thanks a lot. It worked. Very good, very good. It says, we have bot farms in Dubai with 2,000 employees trading meme coins 24/7, pumping and dumping. VeVe donkey fudders have no idea what is going on. I have no idea what's going on. Like, I didn't. That's awesome. That is wild. Get that bread, guys. Wraithack saying, I hope everyone took some profit on the OMI. I believe in this project long term. But you need to take profit so you can invest in other projects. Listen to Randy. Meow, meow, meow. Preach, girl. Preach. Thank you for the super chat, Wraithax. I love you, homie. Wraithax is one of the smartest people I know. Rob Cook says, gotta get more OMI before Q1 2025. Who needs both kidneys, right? If I wasn't sure that, Jeremy Padua saying, if you have $1 million, but you have to buy collectibles, what do you buy? Trophy Kangaskhan, PSA 10. I would say gold and silver. 2 gold and silver. Oh God. Silver. VeVe logos. So what is that? We're at like 250,000 here, give or take. What do I get? Trophy Pikachus. All 3 of them. And what else am I getting here for collectibles? What do we get? Should we get a board 8? Should we get a mutant 8? I don't know what to get. As far as collectibles, I don't know. I guess a super secret battle promo PSA 10. And then I think that's probably about it, right? Trophy King is 200K. That's would be like 600, 800. Yeah, okay. That'll work. Alex John says, Mario, it's me, Mario. Press start to play. Dude, I would go so hard. I mean, if we get that, I might actually save my funds. I gotta get Mario. First appearance on the blockchain, you gotta get him. I already have OMI to NFT, and why can't I buy anything Disney or Marvel using OMI? Because they're not those IPs yet. We still have OMI to NFT, just not with those IPs. Do they come in general? I would like to think that I think Marvel would definitely be on board. Disney might be a horse of a different color, but you have OMI to NFT, you just don't have it for everything yet. And maybe we don't have it for everything ever. Maybe we only get 95% of the IPs. We don't know. Lama Howlinson says, OMI is at meme coin prices with XRP level partnerships. Pretty much, yeah. That's why I love them. As John says, real projects can't wait for meme to fade, but we got years to go. Years to go, I feel. I mean, this time next year, it will be insane. At insane prices. I'll be taking profits along the way. Pixelboating says, "Hey chat, what I miss?" We've gone over a lot of stuff. We've been live at that time for over an hour 15, give or take. OMI is a $10 billion market. I think we can do a bit higher than that by like several billion. But we'll see. We'll see. Matt Black says, "What grails on VeVe do you think are worth buying? I'm looking to buy maybe a Todd and a partner statue." I think those are great. Those two, I think, are two of the safest, biggest things. Now, obviously, anything can go to zero at any moment. Yada yada yada. It's not financial advice. Yada yada over the best part. No, I mentioned the best. Sorry, Seinfeld. Looking to buy maybe a Todd partner statue. Those two, I think, are some of the safest on there. I like Superman. I like Reso Batman. I like Secret Rare Spider-Man. Peter Parker's Secret Rare Spider-Man. I like Miles. Oh, Miles, so expensive. The VeVe gold and silver logos, I love them. Said partner statue. I'm trying to think of other stuff. Darth Vader, ultra rare. Luke Skywalker, rare. And again, these aren't like grails. These things are a couple $100. Luke Skywalker rare is it's like a couple $dozen. But these are the things that I think are really safe and really blue chip. Are there others that should be on this list that I'm not mentioning? Sure. I think all of these things are pretty safe, though, in my opinion. Rafael Martinez says, "What's up, Stackr? Is it down?" Yeah. There's been a couple times where we've been down. Yeah. Nogba says, "You think the mushrooms are good? Wait till you taste my wings." Ooh. Okay. Rayfax, tell me if you have take profit. Like, obviously you took a little bit of profit recently, but did you buy when it went back down to 00053? Do you think we have another month before the next leg up? What do you think happened? I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Coolmos is both excellent picks. Yeah, again, I think Matt Black had amazing picks in general. 74 million is the marketing wallet. Yes. So they have where to go here? Yeah, so that 74 million tokens for Moon, that appears to be the marketing wallet. They had 80 million tokens, so a bit of that is burned, right? And again, the Rex Starwalker. So 30% of the supply is the Rex Starwalker wallet. And that is mostly going to get burned because as the story progresses for Moon credits and Rex Skywalker, when he spends on his ship, when he spends to refuel his ship, when he buys weapons, when he buys he spends that in the story, and then it goes from his wallet directly to the burn wallet, which is absolutely bananas. Good night, Booth. Man. So again, that's absolutely bananas. So I really, really like that. 30% of the entire supply, most of that's going to get burned. And then 40% is in the DEX liquidity pool. 16% is the dev team, the devs and the team. Then you have 6% for centralized exchange liquidity. I feel like you might need to move some from marketing into there. I think those can be interchangeable. But yeah, that again, link down below for the contract address. I really do like this one. I will likely get more next month as well. I have $700 worth right now. I will get some more in the future. Hey man, says meme coins have to go for this space to move forward. Oh no, 100% believe you. Meme coins, that's just the narrative right now, but it won't always be. Do they pump for another 2 months still before NFTs come in, or before DeFi comes in, or before DeFi, or before dude? There's so many narrows that'll come in. It's going to be bananas. BANANAS. Anyway, let me go in and talk to y'all for a second here by saying, please smash that like button. Shout out to the 300-ish people that are here. Let's see what we got here. Let's go over Crappy Bird real quick. Crappy Bird has a bit higher of a market cap, 2.57 million, as opposed to Moon's 1 point whatever they have. But they have 1,800 holders, almost 1,900. The volume's 219K, so that's a lot better than the volume of like $1,200 or $1,100, almost 1,200. So that is a bit better that they have a bit more volume. Where's crappy? All right, here we go. I like it. The game is the game, so it's not a, I don't want to say it's not a real game. What they have is, I could just show you. Maybe I can't. Okay, crappy, hold on. When you go on and play the crappy game, and this is why I did some giveaways here for them, you could gamble with them. So like it says, like the betting round starts soon. So you connect your Coinbase wallet, or you connect your MetaMask, whatever, and then you can bid down here, where it says, okay, here's how much you're betting. Are you betting 1% of your crappy, 10%, 20%? Are you betting all your crappy? And then it says, like, okay, here's the cash out multiplier. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think the multiplier get 1.5, 3x, 10x, or 100x? And then it has all of the ones, like it had a 3x last time, 1.5 the last time, but it had one where it went to 26x multiplier. So that multiplier for the 10x would have worked, which is awesome. Right there, I sold for profit and bought it all back when it went down to 0005-ish. I almost doubled my OMI in 1 week for free. Dude, how much do you have? You don't have to answer here, but at least text me. I'm very curious how much you have. Trust me, there's a lot to go. Let's set up a call soon, because there's a dude, yeah, there's a lot. Anyway, so you have to go in, you connect your wallet, you bid. So at 15 seconds, let's say no more bets. And then at the end of it, you'll see there's like a little Pepe guy, or there's some type of character that looks like a Pepe. He comes out of this, he grabs the bird, and then after he grabs the bird, he goes in and throws it. I don't know why that's not happening. Right? Okay, here it is. So he goes and he grabs the bird, and then it flies. And then after it flies, you get to see, okay, so you're not playing the game, you're just betting on how far you think the bird will fly. Oh, damn, it's going to the moon. So that was a 6 times. So if you had bet, 3x, it would be 3 times the cash payout, which is wild. So that's the game. That's how you go in and bid on it. It is pretty fun. Like I said, it is pretty fun. I enjoy it. I think as more people get into that has the potential to go crazy as well. Or maybe nobody gets into it. I don't know. Where was I? Mahalo Joe says, what happened to shitcoin? I mean, I guess crappy is technically one of those. It's crap. No. I mean, what shitcoins are you referring to? Like, let me know. Like, how do you identify a shitcoin? BeanTech says, what do you think of Genome? Do you have any? I currently do not have any, but I will take a look. Genome seems to be up 5% on the day at 1180. It is about 3.1 cents on the day. Okay, it's got almost $350,000 in volume. It is a $31 million market cap, fully diluted. Well, yeah, that's it. So all the supply is already out there, which is great. And where are they listed on? Okay, so they're Uniswap, Aerodrome. I feel like Aerodrome's got some volume on 174,000, and then MEXC 150,000. So that's really great. And then you have it on base in Uniswap. Okay, this is on base. I like it. I really like it. I do like I don't know what they do. Let's see. Let's go on their X. 20,000 followers. Genomes.eth. Platform for safe, private, audible monetization of genomic data using DeFi and DeSci. Oh, so I wonder if I should introduce them to Mudo. Shout out to them sponsoring the channel. So I can't message them. Yeah, they don't post a ton. Talking about the next part of our journey with Tao by our side. When DeSci meets AI, powerful things can happen. Genome is not the future. All right, so they do recording. They did a space today. This is really interesting. Let me go. I'll give them a follow, and I'll be like, "Hey, friends. I have an idea. Let's talk." Yeah, because that's interesting. And I feel like they like, oh well, you just because we have like the same amount of followers. I think that it's possible that Crypto Rain follows him too. Who else follows him? Are an awful. Oh, obviously you Bean Tech, Karan, NFT NYC, Dr. Stuff does. Oh, Darcy Donovan follow. Okay, yeah, I really like. Okay, all right. You got a lot of. So I don't, but I'm very curious to hear what they've got going on. Because yeah, I like that they're on base. I like people are feeling 100% positive about it, and the market cap, 31 million is it's actually higher for market cap than I'd like to be, but I'm curious to see their revenues. I'm curious to see their. Let's go back to their X real quick, and I'll go to my profile. Go to these replies here real quick. Oh, shoot, and say, all right, they have a link tree here. Take a look at the link tree. Let's go to their official website, shall we? Go to open Chrome. So I guess this would be similar. So if what's their name? Mudo is very similar to Illumina. Then this, or I guess they're more similar to CRISPR, I guess, and Illumina is where they'd store the data, do the test. These guys might be similar to Illumina as well, where they store the data. Upload data from 23andMe, My Heritage or Ancestry. Yeah, Mudo really needs to be. I don't know if they're not mentioning them from anywhere else. Maybe Mudo has them because 23andMe, it's your own DNA, Heritage is your own, Ancestry is your own, but Mudo, I'm very curious about this. Earn money from your data. They might do some similar things. I'm very, very curious. Oh, okay. Any questions? Well, I'll wait to see if they answer me on X first. How many Pokemon clues do we have? Take us back. Dude, there are so many teases that they've had for Pokemon. Now, I'm going to say most of those teases were just them trying to get the attention of Pokemon, the attention of wherever. But I think some of them, especially recently, well, we know they've been talking. Nintendo in general is very, very secretive of their stuff. So because Nintendo's so secretive, even if we were to have an agreement with them, I don't think anyone knows anything until Nintendo says, okay, good to go. Again, the Pokemon Company only owns 33% of Pokemon. The rest is held by Game Freak and Nintendo, 33% each. So Pokemon kind of in their back pocket. And dude, I would like it better if they said like, okay, we're gonna do, Samus first. We're gonna do, Captain Falcon or Ness from Earthbound. If I would like them to do the smaller ones first, and then go to Kirby, then go to Yoshi, then then like Star Fox, and then do Mario, and then Pokemon have like the big one. That'd be the big reveal. But maybe they do it the opposite way. Maybe they do Pokemon first. Who knows? The index says, I don't have any, but thinking about it. I'm curious. Very nice. Thank you for the super chats. I sold for profit. About all. I can't believe that's bananas. I'm super happy for you. I am like super happy for you. But tell me how much you have. I'm so hella curious. Hey, man says, meme coins have already done so much damage to the crypto and blockchain space. We are to blame for letting this happen. I mean, that's people. That's, what did the Birdman say to Arnold, where he comes back and his pigeon coops are all destroyed? And Arnold said, who did this? And the Birdman says, People, Arnold. People did this. Like that's just people. Like they're. I would say that they'll never change. Humanity changes, obviously, slowly but surely. Um, but this is degenerate gambling. Like I'm one of them. Degenerate gamble all the time. Joe says, I rarely hear shitcoins mentioned anymore. For 2020, they were the meme coins. I guess shitcoins were branded to meme coins. Yeah, I guess. I mean, you could have a shitcoin that is just made and nothing happens with it, but yeah, I guess they're rebranded memes. John says, word out of Miami this week is Moon Reddit story. All its characters build out into a full Web3 metaverse project, which has already include new original music and will get an NFT. So I can confirm the music part, that the music on there is original, sponsored, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, the new original music that is there. They have 100% of the new rights for that. That's all conjoined in, intertwined with it, which is great. NFTs would make sense because the community voted that Rex Starwalker gets NFTs. I don't know if he has any yet, but it is confirmed that he gets that. And games would be cool. I don't know if we get that. I guess if the community, well, I guess the community would definitely vote for that, right? Like, what game does he get? What, you know? But yeah, the story is really cool. Maybe I should do like a reading at some point. But let's go over their freaking their page here. Let's go. What is this? Okay, we could read this. Well. Looks like you've stumbled into something special, haven't you? I'm Rex Starwalker, and this ain't your average crypto project. We're doing things differently here. As pioneers in this new frontier of Web3, we're blazing a trail unlike anything you've ever seen before. By fusing blockchain technology with a full-blown adventure. My adventure. It's not just about the token. It's about the story that unfolds around it. You see, these aren't just any tokens. These are moon credits. As I trek across the moon and beyond, I spend them on gear, gadgets, and a few luxury items. But here's the kicker. Every time I spend a moon credit, it gets burned, reducing the supply. That means the more I adventure, the rarer moon credits become. Pretty clever, huh? We built this whole thing on the base network because the transaction fees are super low, and we need lots of transactions for this project to work smoothly. Trust me, it's just the beginning. We've got future developments planned, things that'll blow your mind. Maybe some interactive experiences, maybe some merch, but you'll have to stick around to find out. He goes on and he says, ever since I was a kid, I've been drawn to the moon. Something about that powdery white surface and the view of Earth from way up here. It just clicks. Moon credits, more than just tokens. I've been collecting them for years, saving up for, something big. This isn't just a project, it's my personal adventure, one step at a time across the lunar surface. And trust me, we've barely scratched the surface. Honestly, that gets me kind of pumped. Okay, so if you go and meet the team, you have Rex, the dev, saying collecting space gear and spending moon credits, vibing to the midnight on the dark side of the moon. Napoleon promo, chilling on my boat on the moon, want to play me? You have Tina, social media, saying, I don't like ham, busy updating my perm for low gravity. That's amazing. Kip, the website, saying, don't worry, Napoleon. I'm sure there's a babe out there for you too. Peace out. Chris Knight, branding, saving moon credits for Ibiza. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlights, people. Rico is in charge of art. Stake Frisbee state champion. Cranking Daft Punk on the lunar surface. Then you have Lyle, who's up to stuff. I feel like none of these people are really doxed. Saying nothing on here works smooth. Over there in that creek bed, I found a couple of Shoshone arrowheads. So that's the team. I think the only one that might be doxed is Chris Knight for branding. Because if you click, I don't think you can click on them. But that's the team. Mission briefing. Let's go over that real quick. What are moon credits? Moon credits are unique fictional currency from the moon in Rex's universe. They're deeply tied to the storyline and serve as a utility token for various interactions and transactions. As a project develops, they'll also be used for more interactive and immersive experiences. Now, how do moon credits work in the story? Rex has spent years collecting moon credits across the lunar surface, and they hold value in his world for various trades, purchases, and services. Moon credits are scarce and highly valuable, increasing in worth as they are burned and used, adding to the lore of scarcity in Rex's adventure. Now, what's the purpose of burning these moon credits? Burning moon credits is Rex's way of removing them from circulation, adding to their rarity. As part of the project's mechanics, when moon credits are used in a transaction, they're permanently burned, reducing the total supply, creating scarcity not only in the storyline, but also in real life, boosting their value in both the narrative and potential future utility. Now, why is Rex so focused on the moon? The moon has sentimental value to Rex. Its surface reminds him of his childhood visits to the White Sands National Park, which he visited often with his parents. Now, as an adult, the moon has become Rex's home and his place for discovery, collecting moon credits and exploring its vast, mysterious terrain. Now, what role does Rex play in the project? Rex Starwalker is the protagonist, developer, and narrator. Everything is seen through his eyes as he tells the story of his adventures on the moon and beyond. He is your guide through this futuristic world, providing context for how moon credits are used and burned, and leading the mission forward. Sorry, I'm getting a bunch of messages here. What is this from? Okay, doesn't matter. Are moon credits the first project to fuse storytelling with Web3? As pioneers in this new frontier of Web3, we're blazing a trail unlike anything you've seen before. By blending immersive storytelling with a token burning mechanism, we're creating a unique narrative-driven experience, connecting people to futuristic word using blockchain technology. I really like this now. Okay, disclaimer from Rex. Hey explorers, before you dive headfirst into Moon Credits adventure, just a quick heads up, this token isn't some kind of magic space rock that'll make you rich overnight. It's meant for the fun and entertainment only. Moon Credits are all about the story and the journey, not financial speculation. Now I know Moon Credits may sound pretty cool. I mean, I collect them too. But remember, they're utility tokens, not investments. We're playing in a whole new world of Web3 storytelling here. So buckle up for an adventure, but don't treat this like a get-rich-quick scheme. And whenever it comes to spending your hard-earned dollars, be sure to consult a financial advisor. Trust me, they know their stuff way better than me when it comes to Earthside finance. Stay adventurous, but stay smart. I like that as well. On the white paper, oh, geez, this is a really long one. I can go over that sometime and get y'all an updated thing on that. Ben Rose, okay, so Guru Brock saying, nice, congrats. I hit level 80 tonight. I missed the confetti. Ben Rose says, well done. I missed the confetti too, but you get that whenever you buy a new collectible on VeVe. Oh God, hiccups. Hiccups went hard. Oh shoot. Okay, where was I? Let's go down to there. Let's go up there. Okay. I disagree. Meme coins have helped give exposure to the space. That's a good point. They help grow the hobby. It says, yes, there are rugs, and those are bad, but there are also meme coins that aren't and have become real projects. That's a good point. So it also immensely helps chains, Solana being a prime example. Fair. I don't really like Solana, but fair. Boss says, also a lot of normies enter the space more often than not. They invest in big memes because they like the casual nature of it. Also fair. You don't like memes don't you don't have to understand anything about memes. Like for projects like, okay, what's your reason for existing? What problem do you solve? What, but memes will be like, oh, they're funny. Let me go, it's easy to you don't have to understand anything. So there's no more Solana. Because the Solana will always be around. Well, I wouldn't say things will always be around, but Solana has a lot of money. It says there are other chains competing with it now. Sui for the biggest competitor in this bull run. Let me show you something here. Okay, there's this is just current. I don't need current. I need stuff from a few years ago here. Okay. Historical snapshot. January 7th, 2018. Now, Bitcoin and XRP were number 1 and 2, Ethereum number 3, Bitcoin Cash, Cardano. So you recognize all of these. And then you have NEM. NEM was the number 6 token. You have your Litecoin, you have your Tron, you have XLM, and you have IOTA. Then you have Dash, number 11. You have XMR, Monero number 13. You have Qt, like there's a couple of these that I have no idea where they are right now. Number 21 coin is Sia coin. There's Nano. There's Verge. There's Zcash. There's a bunch of these things that I don't know where they went. So I think it's fair to say that nothing lasts forever, and the crypto space is so new, unless it's like, and I get it, Solana's in the top 10, but you could have any of these things be disrupted by anyone at any given moment. So I think it's, again, Solana is very big. It'll probably be around for a long time, but I don't know, saying like something will always be around is really hard to argue. If your favorite YouTube crypto channel is pushing a project, find out if they are based out of Dubai. Luba, oh, okay. I will. Connor says, popcorn, yellow stripe, small, popcorn, small. Meow, 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 meow. My vampire, there's often no memes to an end. Oh, I see what you did there. Chucky, you slay me. Omar saying, good evening. Good evening, Omar. Thank you for being over here, being over on the, over to get this bread. I feel like I've seen this wallet before. We have somebody that just bought some moon credits like 12 minutes ago. That's pretty awesome. Ace Rig Move says, good afternoon, Randy. Good afternoon. Yeah, I really like what this could potentially do. Really like Moon. Let me go over Crappy one more time, and then we will bounce. $2.57 million hair market cap and 219,000 in volume. So these are two very different stories that we have here between Crappy and Moon. Crappy Bird being one, Moon being the other. I'm very curious on this. I'll keep adding, and I will let you all know. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say goodbye to Dashi. I love you. All right, bye, guys. I need some toast. Never mind, I'll fall.